Okay, here's another League of Legends game coming your way, this time from the jungle. And we're going Aatrox.
This battle will be my masterpiece.
So I'm gonna go for this one for a little bit of sustain. I could use it in the jungle. For this one, I do have 1 AP ratio on my E left, I think, even though they may as well just go the whole mile and make him 80, just like Riven, Darius, and a few others. But I guess he was never really that popular, so why bother? So I think this is the pitch I'm gonna take. Thought I saved those, but oh well. So our top laner should know that they're going up against a Quinn most likely. This person probably picked it thinking they're up against me, not knowing I was in the jungle. Like, that's one of those nice things about the guys who can go between lanes. You can kind of bait the enemy top laner into a bad matchup, thinking they're going to pull a fast one on you when you're really playing a fast one on them. As for the Maokai, I'm not really a fan of him, but maybe his CC will make a difference here. I don't know if that was a hotfix or something, but they're nerfing his damage for the most part, which doesn't really make sense because I consider him to be kind of weak. Like, his ult is really, really bad, and his E is a little confusing just because it's poorly worded. Okay, maybe Quinn 80 carry, GP top. If that is Quinn 80 carry, Jinx should wreck her. It's going to be a little rough until level 5, just because they'll have equal range. Fishbones will technically be like longer range first from rank 1. The thing is, you still have to get a little close, and as you put more and more points into the Fishbones, you can hit her from outside her range when she can't even retaliate. And the Ori is actually a good pick here because both Maokai and I can deliver the ball. Ahri is not a bad pick either just because she offers pick potential here. The thing is, if this is a GP mid, we're going to have a little trouble trying to kill him because all he has to do is save his orange for her charm. And we're kind of limited then. I'll have my knock-up, yes. It's just the knock-up is really telegraphed. But overall, our late game is a lot stronger than theirs. They'll have GP, and that's kind of it. Anyway, if you want to see the rune page, 8 AD reds, 1 crit red, scaling armor yellow, scaling armor blues, and attack speed Quinns. And no, I don't own any skins for him because I don't really like any of his skins. His best one would probably be like the Mecha Aatrox skin, and it's not really something that interests me. I have Mecha Malphite, so therefore my quota for mecha units is filled. Now, this will be Aatrox's first appearance on the channel. He has been reworked, and like the whole opinion on the rework thing is kind of mixed. He's supposed to be like weaker in the top lane, but as a result, he seems a little stronger in the jungle. Basically, you don't have to sacrifice your health as much to get anything done, even though I'm still going to be losing 30 hit points every time I pop my E. And as for what I start with, I don't know if I want to go for the W or not first. E should have the lowest cooldown. W technically doesn't have a cooldown, it's just it only procs in every third hit. And I'll try to explain how he works, it's just with this particular comp they could look to invade. Stoneborn. Yeah, Bard actually has a lot of slows due to his passive. That's not really that bad, it's just only the GP and the Quinn are going to really be auto-attacking a lot. For Echo, if he's auto-attacking you, that means he's pretty much going all in for the kill at that point. And then Ka, he does want to weave in at least one auto-attack between his ult charges, or we're going to call them instances maybe. And that should sustain him pretty much. Like Like, if you're wondering why he even has Fervor, it's for that reason. Each auto attack will give him 2 stacks of that, so a little bit of bonus AD. Then he can basically auto Q, stealth, auto for his passive damage. That'll put him at another 2 stacks, and spam the Q that way. So for this build, for this setup, he does not want to ever evolve his ult. Now keep in mind there actually are builds where you do want to evolve the ult. It's just you don't really see those anymore. You saw them when he first got his rework, but that was kind of it. They disappeared. But yeah, I think I like our team comp a lot better. The catch is, as long as Ari doesn't feed her ass off, we should be in a decent spot. Gonna start E. This will give me a little bit of help if they decide to invade, and worst come to worst, it's just something for actually clearing the jungle. So let's go over how he works.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Your passive is Bloodwell. Thought I saw someone for a second there. So your abilities will give you stacks of it. That's the red bar here, and also under his health. When you actually completely fill it, you go Hellbent. You get bonus AD, you get attack speed. It will refresh when you deal or take damage from enemy champions or monsters. So that's why he can actually jungle pretty well. He's a very good Dragon Taker. And then while the Hellbent is going on, he also has the Undying. Basically, if he goes down, he'll revive over 3 seconds, get 30% of his health back, but he can only do that once every 3 minutes. Not every time Hellbent is up. Some people get confused about that because they changed the way the passive worked. Q is Dark Flight, essentially unchanged, it's just free. You jump up into the air, dive down in a location, deals damage, knocks up. W is Bloodthirst, Blood Price. He could have actually looked into stealing the red buff there. So when you're using Bloodthirst, you heal on every 3rd hit. It's a flat amount plus your missing health. On the Blood Price, you will deal bonus damage and generate Bloodwell stacks. You do not generate Bloodwell using Bloodthirst, only the price. So I'm leaving the chickens alone because there isn't really any need to take them or advantage to taking them. And you should notice your stacks of Bloodwell do go away over time. So I'm actually going to go for Thirst because I think I'm getting worked over here. Okay, so right there the Hellbent is active, so I get a surge of AD, I get attack speed, and you can see that the clear is actually becoming somewhat decent. So on Q now, so I can take the Scuttle Crab. As soon as you knock it up, it loses its armor and MR, and then you can finish it off.
Peace is the greatest life. First blood. Closer.
So it's a little concerning that Echo is winning that lane. He's winning it kind of soundly at that. But maybe that'll turn things around for him. So we saw Ka top. That will not die to the red buff, so I need to give it one last push. I'm going to look into doing some counter jungling here to punish him. But he might have taken everything. Yeah.
True warriors are born.
Actually, I'm full health. Let's go take the chickens. This will be one of those few instances where I can. And now we go Hellbent.
They will greet you as heroes.
I'm a little tempted to go back and get boots. I don't actually have to work my way towards my jungle item just yet. I'm actually going to do that. Because I don't need mana. So in this pack I want to grab the recurve bow and the boots. Now we're going to look towards the top lane. So the saplings can pretty much guard the brush. They'll deny Kha'Zix any lane ganks. Also means GP can't necessarily pull a fast one. So if you notice, my Gromp is gone. Ka was here just like I was on his side.
I know what lurks in the heart of
I'm done here. So in order for me to survive that, I needed him to attack the barrel. Since he ignored the barrel and actually went over towards me, he didn't do anything. And ultimately, everything is still the exact same.
violence is an ally has been slain.
And that would be the GP ult. So right here I do want to go Hellbent so I can clear these faster. At times I'm a little tempted to put an extra point into the... Oh crud, I was too fast.
Born in blood.
Put the extra point into your W just so you get some better healing. The other good news, I guess I got her out of the mid lane just as they were going to converge there. So I managed to make that Hellbent last from red buff to Gromp.
Fury. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
can't what flash?
I know what lurks in the hearts of men.
So I was thinking about going red smite, but I may actually need the blue smite here, so we'll grab that.
Pain is temporary. Victory is forever.
So I am going to get a second point into the W just so I have better healing, but then I'll probably max Q. As for what I'm going to build here, I'm not entirely sure. There's a case for Black Cleaver, for Death's Dance, there's a lot of things. Are they in danger?
Hesitation is death. An enemy has been slain. Past the frailty of your form.
So now we have vision in the river.
True warriors are born in blood.
Wait for the knockback, then we're jumping in. Don't really care which of you wants it. Sona can be hilarious with this, though.
Of strife.
Waiting a bit for Ari.
They're your creature as you rage. Enemy has been slain.
I don't think they're very heavy right now.
Victory is forever.
So overall, I think I'm satisfied with everyone's performance. If you look at GP versus Maokai, Mao made that massive play bot that got us all that stuff. And he's only down 2 CS? 2? That's not a good GP.
I know what lurks in the hearts of men.
Aha, someone was trying to solo that. Don't know who wants that, but whoever does can have it. Oh, crud, it went to me, no!
Killing spree.
Wait for his ult. There was really no reason to fight under that tower once he ulted. We just needed to wait.
Killing spree.
But right now, we could afford for him to drop the Eye of the Herald.
Peace is the greatest lie of all.
There's Ka.
Warriors are born in blood.
Q him. He's dead.
Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Is temple.
So there's no way for me to refresh my Hellbent in lane. Like, it'd be nice if hitting a tower reset it or something, but no dice. So I don't know how long Maokai can hold on to the Eye of the Herald, but he has no trinket while this is the case. So he's not going to be able to ward or anything. Did not know he could do that.
Enemy has been slain. Against the tide. Sprinters. Surpass the frailty of your form.
Gonna go back. I'll get my blade and head over to the dragon pit. So best case scenario, I can hit level 11 before the dragon. Let's see. Gives me 40% attack speed. If I can combine this with Hellbent, it really will be a massacre.
Greatest lie of all.
Oops, I had the right one. No point smiting because there's no steel threat. Looks like I got it anyway.
They will greet you as hero.
We kind of need Sona to poke that. And I failed.
Double kill.
Turn and get GP.
Enemy has been slain. Shut down. Ally has been slain.
So for this game, I need these. But my next item is going to be a Black Cleaver.
Rampage.
So I didn't see when he dropped this or if it just disappeared.
Shut down.
Let's pass this over to her. Not taking it this time.
Slain. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I don't know why you would pick Quinn AD carry.
Slain an enemy.
And that's what I mean by his ult is so damn slow. Anyway, I need to get Hellbent fast, and then I can go in my sustain mode. It's been a while since I took those, I think.
I know what lurks in the hearts of men.
So, Ka has more CS than me. Overall, yeah, I definitely think the blue smite is better than the red smite on him. In case you're wondering, I have tried both. It's just this one is yielding a much better return. Later.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So, while they chased me, Jinx went ahead and helped herself. Surprise! I'd say it was a happy surprise. Wow, she actually did it. I was looking at the mini-map. Sorry, Mao. We're too slow on taking that. And right, I already said GG, so I just need to make sure I dance on their base so they know who the boss is. The humble head bob. So I don't really think that was that great in terms of grade. You can see A-. That first death was probably what cost me a higher rank. But yeah, the Quinn isn't really going to get you much, I'm afraid. And Echo, as soon as I got the first gank off on him, the team was pretty much reduced to Kha'Zix, and he can't do that alone. Due to the Hellbent and everything, I'm not sure if I can actually beat him while still isolated, but I'm still a force to be reckoned with. You can see that I actually outdamaged Ari. Mao had a little bit more than me, but I probably could have caught up if the game went on long enough. Damage taken went to me. Huh. But yeah, someone new for the channel, and you got to see his rework. I didn't really get to explain the E, I think, but it's basically just a sword, like a ranged sword swing type thing, and it's a skill shot, slows the enemy, costs you 30 health to use. And the ult you could read, it just gives you attack speed and range, I believe. So, there you go, Aatrox. I'm the hero of light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.